Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. It's no secret that this is a team that's built on passing, but as you always tell me, you have to throw the run in there every now and then to keep that pass sharp.
Yeah, you have to, because otherwise, if they never have to worry about running the football, it is just a controlled sprint to your quarterback, and eventually, you're calling on your backup.
He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 12. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Saquon Barkley, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second. Running with Kamara. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. A gain there of 21 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Touchdown, Washington. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, then he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Ready, ready! 60 Pittsburgh. You draw Porter.
From the 40 now on second down. Jones. It's complete to Hop. Going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards and a giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
44 is the mic. 44. Bravo.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
40.
Here's Jones. Off play action. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
On first down, it's Haskins. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles. So
play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like they're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him.
The second down pass complete to Terry McLaurin.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Throwing again, here's Haskins. And that is it.
Over the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And that will extend their lead even further. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now a pass hauled in downfield. 20, 10, touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. 84 yards, and the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with him. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough get it done, throw the ball out there, let him go get it.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now it's Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it.
Force the incompletion. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Exit. Right there.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Well, sometimes those punt returns can yield some unnecessary roughness penalty.
Now, I know a lot of guys, when they run a long way to execute a block or make a hit, they're going to launch it no matter what, and it can often cost them.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Go. Danny. Mike's 50.
On first down, Jones. And the grab by Croft. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They'll run with Barkley. There he goes inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, high 7. 2.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones escaping the pressure right. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
70, Indy. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a go.
On third down, Barkley. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. As the first half is winding down, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman. Time report. Coach. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 31 yards there and a first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Now it's Haskins. He gets it to Sims, complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects it. Lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Haskins on 3rd down, and he finds McLaurin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Haskins going to throw again. And he pressure the Giants get there. O'Shane Ximines. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Haskins. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere and ended up on the ground.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. On 3rd and goal, Haskins looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in.
Time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Switch it.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy, next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
44's the mic.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Jones on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And he will take it on in. Touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point put through by Succop, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take. alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Third down. Here's Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Redskins. Let's go, Hattie. Let's go, Hattie.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. A 50-50 ball here. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a Giants first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That good for 19. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. It's caught by OBJ. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jones now. Off the play fake. It's caught. Beckham. Inside the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Jones now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And the tip. And it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
On the double.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times at the line of scrimmage.
Easy work.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they snap him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. And the 12-year veteran knocks it. That'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Haskins now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and There's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On second down, Kamara.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Fourth quarter, down to the 5. Got a one-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Here we go with Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Love. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their... as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And down inside the 15 he goes. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
Hey, you just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Dylan Cole. And this one will be brought back to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
On second down, here's Barkley. And, oh, my goodness, he loses it again. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Come on, set. 30 base. 59. Topper. Hit it.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Giants, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Washington, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.